Hey there, everybody! Welcome back! We are back on PV Rivers Remastered by Mr. Dashnet. How's it going there, Green Thumb Farmer, Tony Truck? How you guys doing? So we are into April, day 1 of 2. Oh, bump, 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 bump. And yeah, we're getting to do some more planting. So I'm actually over near Home Depot, which is right there. Getting some corn in, so a lot of these fields over here are going to be corn, so that's be nice. Well, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend, and yeah, if you guys don't follow Green Thumb Farmer, just scroll up a bit in chat, and click on that link, give him a follow. There we go. So that is field 1 almost done. I've just got a little bit on these corners to do, and yay, then we'll get into doing, or showing off what we've been doing all weekend. Been busy. Been fairly busy anyway. Hey Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? And belated happy birthday to you, bud. I did actually come into your stream right as you raided out this morning, or last night, whatever you want to class it as. And yeah, you'd literally just gone over to Darius, and no, it's like typical. I did put a little, I don't know if you've seen it, but a little unhappy crying face. But yeah, if you guys don't follow Farmer Marks, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a good weekend. I think I'll get on Pink Hill. And ooh, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. And is the fishing game not working? Why is that not coming up? It should be. 1 sec, sorry about that. Let me just close and restart. It was working for some weird reasons. Not now. Let's try this again. I'm also running a little bit behind because I literally just finished eating and hit the go live button. It's like, yeah, crazy. Let's see. Friday, 2 p.m. That would be that one, I guess. Yes. Steam's having a funny 5 minutes, it would seem. Right, are you gonna reload? Come on, come on. It didn't like the folder it was being pulled out of for some weird reason. Strange, but okay. There we go, it is back up and running, and yes. I'm sorry about that out there, farmers, but thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Yes, I wonder if you... See, it'd be nice if a streamer could activate a free cast for people when it does bugger up like that. It would be kind of nice. But yes, there we go. So, anywho, actually, while I'm at it, let me just double check that it is working. Okay. Fishy game's not working. Why is fishy game not working today? Plinko is, isn't it? Yeah. That's weird. It's definitely... Well, let me just check that it is connected. Let me just hide it for the moment. Let's go into the settings. Oh yeah, there we go. I've got connected back to Twitch. That's what it is. Ah, dagnang it. Okay, and I close that. Logged in as Billy Alpaca. Let's close that a second, and let's try that fishy again. There we go. Yeah, it's a pain these things are. There we are, there we are. So that is good, that's good. That's now up and running. So yeah, if anybody wants to do a little bit of fishing, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, thank you very much for the 100 biddies there. Oh, I'm sure you'll be in the top 3 regardless, Farmer Marks. So right then, so what have I been doing over the weekend? A little bit. So the save and go through. So where I am at the minute, I've pretty much all the fields over here. I've gone through and limed ready. So this field, this field, this field, this field, these fields out here, a couple of ones down here. I've all gone through and got them limed, ready to rock and roll. I thought I'd do some before, some after, see what the difference is regarding the lime state. But yeah, all of these right here, all going to be corn, no matter what. It's all going to be corn, so that should help. In this little area here, I did actually go through. I had a couple of pallets of tree saplings, and I did get a whole lot planted up around here. So hopefully this will make a nice little hedgerow, I suppose, best way to put it. I was only able to come down to about here, but it wasn't too. It was about 500 odd saplings planted over the weekend there. Carrying on from there, obviously, I don't think there's much really to do planting wise over the weekend. Obviously, I was doing the potatoes and that the other day. I did. Oh, that's one thing. My beef cow farm is now set up. Hey, Vortex, how you doing, buddy? Afternoon to you too. So let's visit it. So I went with the cow barn with the bot, so I don't have to basically keep an eye on them. Ooh, somebody's got the singing fishy. Cool. Oh, that's a nice one. So yeah, this field itself will hold about 1,645 cows. It's a good size, to be honest. It really is huge. It's literally starting here, goes all the way down to the road, and up to this road here, and back around. So that is definitely a good sized paddock, let's put it that way. So yeah. But yeah, so this is actually still a work in progress. So I've got beef cows in now. I ended up going with a trailer full of the adult ones, plus a trailer full of some of the babies. So you kind of get a alteration, as it were. So while some are growing, others are pretty much almost ready to go to the butchers. So this is the whole aim for this area. And also, I'm going to be running class out of here. So I've got a little class coloured shed down here that's off of the in-game mod hub. I got a tractor here, a trailer, ready to rock and roll to move products up here when needed. I did put down a second bale silo over here, so I'm gonna have to get this filled up with straw, hay, silage, just for this farm alone. So yeah, that's got to be done. Obviously, I've added a little hedgerow in there from the doors, from the road, should say, in. I still need to add more trees and stuff around here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to add anything else into this area. I was maybe thinking some of the small cow sheds. Well, I don't know what they're called, the little shelter things. I was maybe thinking of adding some of them in. I know X-Man's been using them a lot. I think that might be kind of a cool little area over here. So. And Farmer Marks, thank you very much for that. The other 100 biddies, much appreciated. So yeah, this is what I was mainly focusing on Friday. I got this all sorted out, filled up, stuff like that. Why did I just hear a bee? That was weird. I'm sure I just heard a bee a minute ago. I don't have any bees near here, so I don't know why there is, but we do have some cranes flying over. Kind of. Oh, actually, you can actually see them a little bit better, actually. So, with the Plinko game there, you've got the little dots there. You can actually see them a little bit better. So that is the barriers that you're going to be jumping off or bouncing off of. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, that's where I've got to at the minute for there. That took a little while. But yeah, I've basically been going through, getting a few fields ploughed. Obviously, the ones that I purchased, I've got them, some of them ploughed. Obviously, this took a little while to sort out because I was kind of umming and ahhing about the shape. I originally went all the way up to the top here, and then realised obviously we've got this road coming through this area, which I would like to maybe extend to maybe marry up over here somewhere. That's gonna be the fun part. So I ended up having to take it back, reploughed it, and obviously then had to go through and get all the precision farming score. But yeah, limed. So yeah, it's been kind of a crazy-ish weekend, but yeah, so far I do need to get the rice in, so I'm kind of thinking with this area, just having rice in these two fields, and then having the ones that I created the other day, these ones, as long grain rice, because it's going to be easy to harvest them. I don't have to worry about planting, getting a special planter over here or anything like that. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. So I do need to get this planted this month. But I am going to go grab another seeder in a little while and make a start on doing the long grain rice in a little while. Now one thing I do need to do, and this is one thing you do need to do with the bogs when planting normal rice, is to flood the field first. Ooh. Why does it say it needs rolled? Go figure. So while I'm off doing other things, this can flood away to its heart's content. See, there it is again. Bees! I keep hearing bees! Yep, it came through on the stream as well, so I'm not going mental. It's crazy. But yeah, so apart from that is, yeah, just plodding on as always. But yeah, hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. And as always, if you've got any questions about PV Rivers Remastered, you're more than welcome to pop it in chat. Hey Mama Do, how you doing my dear? If you guys do not follow Mama Do, make sure to click on that link, give her a follow as well. Now, there was two other things I've been working on over the weekend. Let me get this flooded. There we go. So one is obviously adding more stuff into Barrow Logistics. I didn't really do too much, because obviously with my wife's boys here, is kind of try to get things sorted out for them. But I did get in at least the oil company stuff. So all of those PV oils, shall we say, are now in. So if we come into here, now I've got a bit of a grudge with the time-saving stock check mod. So one thing you can do is set products not to show in this menu, this one here. So if I actually scroll through, you'll see that there's no containers showing up at all in here. However, the biggest issue is if I come into here, oh look, there's a container right there. There's a container there. There's another one right there. With the price and everything, it's like, I was basically hoping to be able to sell the products at where it states basically here, rather than for the container.
Hello there.
Even though they're the same, it's, yeah. And hello there, Ghost DK, how you doing? And welcome in, Shawnee. Thank you very much for those sunlights, the Obi-Wan Kenobis, hello there, and the Mega Fart. I kind of feel like that's sort of brewing at the minute, actually, to be honest. Shawnee, yes, kind of had to gun my tea today on my dinner. And yes, oh, it's building up. I'm hoping it won't release during the stream, but you never know. Not doing good. Can't stream yet. Oh no, Mama Do. Why not? Internet issues, computer issues, personal issues. Oh, I hope you'll be able to get back to us soon. Rum BBQ, how you doing, buddy?
Billy is a nuisance. He will be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize for this inconvenience.
And Mr. Wheels, how you doing, bud? Frame drops and cutting off. Oh no, that's not good. That is not good at all. Dang it. I know I've got a button for Mr. Wheels. Where the heck is he there? There you go. If you guys do not follow Mr. Wheels 24/7, click on that link, give him a follow. Either of the ones that just popped up. Obviously, he is playing 25, but he is obviously checking out some new maps over there. Actually, the one that he's been playing on is one I am planning on doing a little playthrough time-lapse series on. As of next week, once the boys have gone back home, I'll have a little bit more time to get on and do stuff. So Buddy has decided not to sell me that computer PC, so I'm not happy that I'm... Oh no, Shawnee! Oh dang it! Dang it, dang it, dang it. Well, that is not good. But yeah, I'm not doing too bad there, Rum BBQ. Thanks for asking. Yeah, it's been a crazy weekend, but yeah. So, yeah. Bit of an issue, because I was kind of hoping not to show the containers in here. But it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to have to just leave them showing and be done with it. But the nice thing is, you do get that little bit of a bonus converting it to a container. So bear that in mind. So, obviously, And I'll show that in just a minute what I was working on. So obviously let's go into here. We'll change output. So the ones I've added in are corn oil, soya oil, rosemary oil, plum oil, mint oil, and the coconut oil containers from the PV oils. Now, if I come into here and try and find one, we can get one spawned out to show you what the container will look like, because it's not a typical bog standard container that I've done previously. There's so much getting in this list is terrible. There we go, there's one. So let me spawn one of them. Select that. And yep, it didn't spawn. What the heck? Hello? It did this to me the other day. It did this to me the other day. I don't know what's going on there. Spawn goods. Oh, that's why I need to come into here, don't I? Duh. So coconut oil. There's coconut milk, coconut oil container. Select one, select. There we go, there we go. So we have a lovely new liquid container, basically. Obviously, I did a little bit playing around with the visuals. Obviously, the other ones were red. You can actually see the 3M one in the background there. That's what I've basically used. From 19, got it converted, got it set up, and yeah, it works fine. Obviously, it got the logo for the PV oils on there, which is kind of nice. May need to have a little play around, I don't know. It looks kind of nice actually, yeah, I like it. And obviously I did go through and try and change most of the frame from red to a yellow colour. It's kind of matching with yellow, and I think it's turned out pretty well. So oils from PV oils, Pleasant Valley oils, will be coming out in this form. So yeah, the nice thing is now that I've got that one sorted out, I can literally go through if I wanted to for glue and for the resin and set those two up if ever we needed it very easily. It really is an easy little process. So because I've got the resin one there, which is green with the green container surround, and then also you got the glue one just here, which has the red surrounds, and then the white tank. It's easy enough. So I am happy. So that's what I've worked on over the weekend, along with playing the game, just chilling out, taking it easy. So that's one thing that I did. The other thing is obviously back in 22 I started making these little raising silos. Hey T Miller, thank you very much for the 165 stream streak. Welcome in, buddy. Obviously if you guys were not watching T Miller over the weekend, obviously he is back in playing FS19 PV Uncharted and County. He's kind of bouncing between the two, but yeah, definitely go over, check out his streams, guys, because some of the stuff that he's done over there on Uncharted map is crazy. It really is. He's taken a lot of time to do a lot of decorative stuff on the map. It's kind of nice. But yeah, definitely check him out, guys. Check him out, and thank you very much for the 20 stream streak, Shawnee. I'm kind of curious why. Was it Green Thumb came up with 3? Yes, Green Thumb Farmer had 3 stream streak. Not sure why. He's always here. He may have missed one the other day. 3, so that would have been what, last Friday? A week past Friday, should say. Did I see your last comment? I probably accidentally missed it. I do apologise. Let me go back up. So I ordered one that's half what I would have paid him, and it'll be there in 10 days. Oh, nice. That's a bit of a bonus then, Shawnee. Bit of a bonus. Cool. You missed last Monday. You were driving. That's what it was. To your mum's. Yes. You should. Shame you didn't have your mobile. You could have tuned in just temporarily to say hi. Oh, man, and you're doing so well as well. You're another one that was up there in the numbers. It's fun monkeys. But anyway, so yeah, I've been working on getting these silos converted over to 25 from 22 that I started in 22. Obviously, I had these located mainly around the back of Barrow Logistics. But yeah, I've decided to bring them back to 25. The nice thing is, each one, when completed, will hold its own individual product. So this one, for example, if I can find the trigger, there it is. I need to put the icon back on there. Will hold just the lime, but there will be one set up for calcium carbonate, limestone, stones, basically all of the mining materials on rivers. Stuff that's in the mine, plus what comes out of the crusher. Acid Burn, thank you very much for the 31-month Prime resub, much appreciated, and welcome back in, buddy, welcome back in. So yeah, this is what I'm working on at the minute. I am. So it's not going to cost you anything, so it's quite nice. The only thing it might cost is any distribution. But yeah, obviously with the mod I've got that disables distribution, I do need to activate it so it sends lime over here. And the nice thing is by having this little silo on the farm, I can literally drive under the spout and fill up with lime straight away. So I might actually set one up for seeds and like solid fertilizer and just try and keep these guys running. Yep, I do need to get that filled as well. So let's grab a truck, because obviously I'm going to need a lot more seed, that's for darn sure. And I'm kind of considering increasing the capacity on the seed maker as well. It seems to go through the input products quite quickly. So yeah, I might look into tweaking that a little bit and make it a little bit faster for you guys too. But anyway, so sorghum. Oh my goodness, Ghosty K! Thank you very much for the Jurassic Park T-Rex roar. Right, not too much. There we go. So yeah, the farm is plodding on. That's one thing I will say. It's quite nice. I'm not actually using my wheel today. I've actually just run out of time for getting it set up today, so I just grabbed the keyboard and mouse. So I do apologise on my terrible driving. Oh, somebody's got a car. Oh, that's a nice one. 338 gold for that. Nice. But yes, I've got to get into the rice, corn, the sorghum. Oh, actually, I just realised my sorghum dude looks like he's finished. Let me come into here. So over this side here, I do have this seeder planting some sorghum. And what the heck was that? Oh, a treasure chest. Nice. So let's get that dude going. Again, he should be fine. It's literally just crossing the road and going for it. Hey, Crywysal, how you doing, buddy? How can I stop the update for the stone crusher on PV Rivers? Just don't run the update when you sign in. Oh, yes, that's another thing as well, peeps. For those who may have missed it. Over the I think it was Friday. There was a mod release called Universal Crusher released on the in-game mod hub. Do not, under any circumstances, update the Crusher that's in the mod pack. The reason it's popping up is they have the same mod folder name as the one that comes in the pack. See, if you update it through the in-game mod hub, the one that's built into the map over by the mine area will basically change. And yeah, you don't want to do that, so do not update the Crusher through the in-game mod hub at all. Let me get this into here and I can... Yeah, if you're unsure on what I'm on about, I'm just going to get this in here and I'll see if I can get it show you what I mean. I'll just do a quick reload. There we go. There we go. So let me save this sec, and we'll go back to the main menu and show you what I mean. But yes, Crayway Cell. I am. See, now I don't know if it would have whether it'll work or not. Obviously, I could change the PV Crusher name of the folder so it's actually PV25 rather than the FS25. That's one way around it, but obviously one of the things if you're not a big into modding and editing, it's going to be a bit of an issue for some of you guys. So I'd have to do some tests to see whether if I was to change it and update the mod through the mod folder switcher, hopefully it would work. I don't know, but yeah, if we come into here, for example, career there, so this one right here, if you see this popping up, do not update it, because obviously that is the PV one, like it says right here, PV mods. Do not update this because it is a different model completely. Plus, if you do accidentally do it, what you may need to do is go run the sync for the mod folder switcher if you're doing it that way to get the old one back, or you're going to have to download the actual mod pack itself and revert it back. Now, one thing is, if you've saved while it's been changed to the one on the in-game mod hub, you've probably lost all the products that are coming out of there, so you may need to go back a version or two if you want to get that product back. So yeah, obviously one of the things is, yeah, do not update it through the game content. And obviously when you come into here, obviously when you click start, it's asking you to update. Do not do it, do not do the update there, just click start. Obviously, you may have mods on the mod hub that do get regularly updated. Go to the download content menu and download them manually through there. Do them kind of individually when they get the update. So, yeah, bear that one in mind, guys. Had somebody actually message me on Saturday morning saying that their crusher had changed. Obviously they downloaded the mod, it replaced it, and they didn't realise. Hopefully they were able to get it taken back. And Hectake, nice shot! Yay! You got it, well done. But yeah, it's a bleaking nightmare, it really is. So if I can get it to work, where I change it from FS to PV25, I will obviously give you guys it. It may require a few edits in places, but if you need help, if I can get it working, if you guys need any help, I don't mind grabbing your save game and doing the edits for you guys if need be. But right now, yeah, just do not update the crusher through the in-game mod hub. Excuse me. It's become a bit more of a pain. There was a huge thing back in 19. There was 2 or 3 mods from the PV County mod pack that were showing that they needed to be updated through the in-game mod hub in the same way that the crusher is now. And obviously people were going through, they're updating it, even not realising that they were different mods, even though they'd been named the same. It's kind of a pain. It really, really is a pain. This is kind of one of the reasons why I've been going through with the, I don't know, about half the mods now, where they're now showing as PV25 rather than the FS25, just to define them so they are different mods. Hello, kitty cat. Hello. I gotta remember to feed my snake tonight as well. I usually do it on a Sunday night, and I totally forgot last night about it. It's terrible. So I need to get his little miceys out later. So, oh yeah, well actually while we're reloading, let's get in and do a Plinko drop. Oh, 2 exclamation marks, that should be a good one. Oh, look at that! Oh yeah, straight in the middle. See, that's the sort of drops you want, guys. That is the sort of drops you want. Oh, that's a nice little candy corridorus. Oh, that's a pretty little fishy. Are you still going? Are you really? You guys still going? Dang. But yes. There we go, there we go. But it is nice that Mr. Dashnet has been streaming some farming simulator. Rigged? Never. Hi T Miller, by the way. But yes, if you guys are not following Mr. T Miller 63, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow, and obviously if anybody does get a shout out, make sure to give them a follow, guys, because they're all great content creators. And obviously Mr. Wheels himself, like I said, he is playing 25, doing a British style map, which is a quite nice one actually. I was watching a few over the his last couple of streams, and yeah, I'm gonna learn about the starter farm though. I like the look of it, but I also want to kind of move very quickly into doing the cattle. In obviously cattle, sheep. So that one of the things, so that's one of the aims I want to do within the first year. Because obviously what I want to do is a little playthrough where it's time lapsed on YouTube. So obviously within that first year, obviously I want to at least purchase a few extra fields to grow the farm. I want to be able to get into doing animal husbandry, so things like chickens, sheep, cows. Obviously goats and buffalo. I don't know if I have to have buffalo, that's the thing. It'd definitely be the cows anyway. Definitely sheep. Definitely chickens. Potentially goats in with the sheep. I don't know yet. I haven't quite decided that, but yeah. But I definitely want to get into the husbandry within that first year. And obviously be able to maybe get down a couple of little productions. And hey, Farming Trucker, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, there you go. If you guys not following Farming Trucker 74, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Obviously, he's back on PV County as well. So yeah, check him out. And I know that he did a fresh start on Canyon Crossing over the weekend, because he mentioned it during Dajnet's I think it was Dajnet's stream or Big Daddy stream, one of the two. But yes, I'm not doing too bad, not too bad at all. But yeah, just a reminder, guys, do not update the crusher, like I was just saying. So, because otherwise, let me come into here. This will basically disappear. This whole building will disappear. The products that come out of it will disappear. And yeah, it'll be a bit tricky. But yeah, if I can get it working where I have to maybe do a little edit, it'll work. It will be fine. We can get things sorted out. But yeah, anyway, so carrying on. So let's see. So he is almost finished. So let me jump into here. I got a feeling that he's actually finished, but doesn't really realise it. I did notice with the other field is it did miss a couple little bits around the outside. So I'm just going to quickly whiz around and get those parts. So there's a little bit of whiteness there. Obviously I went through, I put lime down on all of these fields over here, so I kind of know which ones have been, where it's been missed at a distance. Obviously if I look right there, I can see just on the crest of that hill there, there is a little bit of lime there, so yeah, fun. But yeah, looking at that, yeah, there's a little bit on the corner there as well, so we'll grab that as well. It's only problem when it's a curved fields, it does miss a little bit from time to time on the corners there, but it's all good. There we go. Obviously this is my OCD kicking in, so I've got to get it. I've got to get it. There we go. There we are, so that ends fine, and it looks like there's a tiny little bit just down by the tree there, as well on that corner. Oh, here comes Mr. Farmer Marks with his funny little gummy bear thing there. Oh, miles away, miles away, miles away. Now, did I just see another white piece? No, okay. So close and yet so far. There we go. Right, so actually I can leave this unfolded. Thinking about it. Now actually this is one of the things I did do as well with this field here, which is right below Home Depot. I did extend that a little bit, so it's a little bit bigger than before, which is kind of nice. And Farming Trucker, thank you very much for the 100 biddies. Enjoy the extra fishy cast there. There we go. So you can now do that field. Hopefully. Yep, there we go. So there's that. So yeah, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Right then, so obviously one of the things I want to do is, so I've got a seeder here, I've got a seeder over there. I do need to grab a tractor. Excuse me. I think that one should be fine. Yep, that's a beast of a tractor, that will do. I ended up selling, and I'm a numpty, I sold that big air seeder. I just felt it was a little bit too slow for what I need. Open. There we go. There we go. That's better. So yeah, I decided to sell it, obviously. And yeah, I'm buying a couple of those smaller ones, the horse ones that I've been running. Now actually one of the things I do need to do is drop this bumper off. Actually thinking about it, I can pop that up here. There we go. Now I do have a grass field I still need to get through and cut at some point. Obviously anything that's going to be coming off of that field for the minute will be going over to the new cow farm. So yay. So yeah, I need to get hay over there, I need to get silage, straw, all of that sort of stuff. I'm kind of considering looking into maybe doing another field of grass. I haven't quite decided which one yet, but I'm considering it. I'm definitely considering because it's going to be needed, I think. Now that I've got 3 pens basically of cows running, obviously got milk cows, I've got the buffalo cows, plus I've obviously now got the meat cows, as it were. The beefs. Oh yeah, it's going to take a lot to get going, that's for sure. Right then, so while this is doing that, I'm going to come into here. I will grab my horse right there. Oh, that's weird. What is wrong with the lighting in here? Oh, that's strange. Is it because it's still early in the morning? Is that what it is? I have no idea, but let's come in and we'll do messy red. No, I want to do black and... yeah, I'm going to do grey. Because I think I did the other one... yeah, that'll do. We'll buy that. Yeah, I think the other one was black, wasn't it? Oh, I had a feeling that might happen. And I also want the front... thingamabob, this thing. That's weird. And we'll buy that. Oh well, it is what it is. What is the time anyway? Yeah, like, no, I don't know. So I haven't been in the shop in quite some time. That is very, very strange. Does anybody else's vehicle shop look a little bit dark first thing in the morning? Now, one thing I will say as well, tomorrow, keep an eye out for Giants putting out an announcement. I can't say what it is about, but yeah, keep an eye out for that. Obviously, I'll cover the content of what is released on Wednesday's stream. And I'm sure in time other people will be showing up between now and then as well. But yes. Go. Yeah, Mr. Dave is possibly looking into doing 2 maps. If anybody was listening very carefully, obviously during the stream, first of all, obviously he's doing a 22 map, but he's also considering a map for 25, another 4X, but taking the Silver Run map and making it into a 4X and doing that. Could be an interesting playthrough on that, so we'll have to wait and see. Yes, he mentioned that during somebody's stream yesterday or the day before? Yesterday, wasn't it? A certain Fishing Planet streamer, should we say. But yeah, we shall have to wait and see regarding that one. But yeah, so this is actually, yeah, I need to get this filled up, first of all. Then we'll head over to the new bogs and get them planted with long grain rice. I'm guessing at some point this week I do need to get into doing the other rice, so yay. Yeah, you don't know who that is? No. How you doing there, Big Daddy, by the way? And welcome in. Yeah, Shoddy, you definitely were in that stream. Yes, actually, it's the idea of what he is thinking of doing with it is an interesting one. Obviously having a nice one area where it's like mainly water, because obviously it's already got the waterfront, hasn't it, there? So just extend that down. Now, yeah. See, if he had quite a bit, or a decent sized water area, he could get the oil derricks and stuff into the waters there, almost. And then have like a no man's style everywhere else. That's cool. That is a very, very cool idea, if that's the way he goes. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see regarding that one. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Working one on an FS22 map, but also doing a 25 map. It's kind of crazy, and I still haven't finished all of this map yet. I'm enjoying this one. I really, really am enjoying this. I know it's not much different to 22. Okay, it looks maybe look a little bit better, but in all honesty, I am enjoying PV Rivers. I really am. And currently have no plans on going anywhere. Righty then, so go on, turn around, turn around, turn around. Sorry I'm late. Are there any cookies left? Unfortunately, no. I finished them. To be honest, I didn't even have any cookies. I'm sorry. There we go, so that oh, nearly overshot it. There we go. A little bit noisy here for a second, I do apologise. I just need to pull this guy forward. There we go. Yes, I need to, yeah, so just pumping back to this, I do need to finish one little collision on there. Right here. I can still walk through it, it's crazy. What am I like? I must have missed it when I was going through the I3D, but yeah. Once I get it finished off, that little silo pack, I will throw up on my Trello for you guys. And if anybody did want to use it, they're more than welcome to. There we go, so throw that one up, and then I'm pretty sure near the back here should be the trigger there. Oh, a little bit too far. There we are. I got a feeling I'm going to be struggling for seed, but we'll see how it goes. There we go. Close you, and now we'll head up the road. Oh yeah, it's been busy. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Actually, to be honest, I haven't even had my pudding today, thinking about it, so I've got some ice cream waiting for me in the freezer, so. Hello there, Mr. The Vink, how are you doing, sir? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome. And if you guys don't follow Mr. The Vink, 1972, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. He is playing FS25 after all. And thank you very, very much for the 10 biddies. But yeah, so yeah, I've still got to finish off getting the rest of the final products into Barrow Logistics as container forms. So I'm going to get that try and get that done by the end of this week for you guys, so you can get that update. Obviously, I'm going to look into changing the Crusher folder name as well. I've got a feeling you guys are going to have to do an edit to the folder to allow the new one to come in. I got a feeling this in the game. I think it's the game save XML and the placeable XML. You will have to change one little thing in there, or maybe two little things. Ooh, I've got a little palette there of oil. Whoops. But yes, but yeah, this is what I was working on for those just joining. Obviously, I now have a PV oils container, as it were, for final product. I'm kind of hoping we're not going to be using it. For the simple fact, I want to get some of these oils going into factories at some point, as well as some of these other products that may not be getting used to its full potential. Oh, that's fine. Long grain rice. Oh, I passed it. There we go. There we go. You're set up. You're set up. You're set up. Cool, cool, cool. But yes, fun, 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 fun. I'm still on and on about what I want to do with this area. Oh, by the vehicle shop. The trees are in the way. I'm still kind of considering moving the brick factory from where it is over to closer to the clay dredge on the map. There is an area to the side of those big fields that I did the other day that would fit it in quite easily. So yeah, I'll see how it goes. So obviously one of the big things is I really want to just focus on my little silos at the minute. Are bricks used for anything? Not at the minute. Not at the minute. Hopefully in time they will be used for a buildable item again. But yeah, right now nothing yet. But yeah, definitely want to get Mr. David playing FS25 again. I really do. I really, really do. But yeah, like I said, no. Yeah, exactly, T Miller. Nope. It's just at the minute. It's just make it, sell it, make it, sell it, make it, sell it. But yeah, hopefully, if and when we get the revamp mod, or I should say, when we get the revamp mod, because I'll explain that in a minute. Yeah, it will be going into as a buildable item along with things like concrete, stuff like that, steel. But yeah, I did reach out over the weekend to Mr. Braven, who was the creator of the revamp mod and also the production storage mod that came out for 25. And he has said he is still working on the revamp mod currently. He has been a little bit busy because of work schedule, unfortunately, so it's not as far as long as he had hoped. But he is still aiming to release it for 25. He did state that not all of the features that we had in 22 will be in the 25 version. It's going to be around about 90% of what was in 22 will be in 25, at least on release anyway. Who knows what he can add on after that? You never know, but also it depends on what can be done with the actual game itself. So yeah, he's still working on it, so there's no release date as yet, but I'm kind of hoping by Christmas at the latest. If it comes out sooner it would be even better, but yeah, I'm hoping Christmas by the very, very latest, because then what we can do is start working on like next year, so the end of this year, next year, work on possibly a new map with Mr. Dave, collaboration again. Obviously, me, myself, Green Thumb Farmer can work on the production side of things. Dave can work on the map, and go from there. So that's where the state of the farm is for us anyway, at the moment. But yeah, Dave's obviously working on his 22 map, and possibly a 25 map. We'll see. Expanded Silver Run map. So yes. Well, actually, one of the things I was doing actually over the weekend is one of the things Dave mentioned on his Friday stream, if anybody caught it, is one of the things he would like is to downsize some of the sizes of the factories. So yeah, so one of the big things I did over the weekend, now obviously I've still got a couple more maps to go through, but I went through the Silver Run map and I've gone through the Asian map to find buildings that could potentially be used as substitutes for some of the factories that we have currently. Obviously they're going to have smaller footprints, which is great, and yeah, hopefully allow you guys to have more farmland area to work with, but also have the factories either built into the map or placeable ones. And there it is again. Every time I come up here, now I don't know which one it is, but one of these two factories, I'm pretty sure it's this one, the Heinz, has this weird smoke texture, but in the XML it's not even there. And so this smoke here is used in multiple other factories, and yet this one is the only one that's given it off. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to look again. I must have missed something. It's doing my head in. Error, no depth map available, reflection rendering, hashtag 0, target 0, alpha blending, render past, but shape 2, trail 2, whatever the heck that is. Trail 2 shape with material smoke 16:4, material 2 uses custom shader which requires reading depth. Now the thing is, I've used giant smoke there, which is crazy unless... Oh. Unless there's a 22 one still in there somewhere that I've missed. I'm gonna have to look at that. I just suddenly thought of that. Maybe that's still in there. But anywho, so yeah, with the rice one, obviously, the normal rice, you have to obviously flood the field. With long grain, however, you flood it after. Obviously, I've mentioned this a few times. So let's get this unfolded. And let's bring up my little guidance steering. No, my enhanced steering, whatever you call it. Why is it not showing the lines? Hello? Ah, there we go. There they are. Right, let's get this lined up properly. Right, lock that in. 90 degrees, perfect. Now one of the things I will just do is a quick headland either end. Yeah, so the nice thing with this is long grain rice doesn't need to be flooded. So we can just drive straight on and start planting. And how come I'm getting sounds of chickens all the way over here? This game is weird, it really is. Right, lock that in, I'm actually going to tap it there. V. Oh. Select the seeder, there we go. Lower and turn on. And go. Yes, it's long grain rice, you silly blank. Oh yes, there we go. But yeah, no worries there, Vortex, no worries. Oh, just missed it, just missed it. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Because I put that very, very close. We're going mountain climbing. Come on, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Go on, go, 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 go. Go on. There we go, look at that. Yes. I love that, that was so fun. That was so much fun. Let's get rid of those other lines. There we go. Yeah, so I'll do 2 headlands up here, and then what I can do is just go up and down, up and down, up and down. Cover it. Oh, both fields at the same time, I think. Excuse me. There we go. Beautiful. Love it. Ah, you silly plank. Yeah, so what's everybody been up to over the weekend? Anything exciting happened? So we know that Mr. Farmer Mark's had his birthday. Obviously T Miller is on the mend, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty sure he mentioned that he's now able to drive again, I believe it was. So yay. There we go. Alrighty, so I'll start on the back end of the field there and work backwards. So let's rotate that. We'll get this set up in just a sec over here. There we go, lock that into there, bring that across to line up with the edge. And obviously it's set to turn to that side, that's fine, cool. Drop that down and go. It is on 270, that is fine. Now, yes. I was going to set it up to automatically turn, but also I want to just carry on and do both at the same time. So I'm going to have to manually hit the turn option at the bottom there. Yeah, so yeah, and you can take about 6 steps without needing any help of a cane. Nice one, T Miller. Nice, 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 nice. So that is definitely good progress for you, bud, isn't it? And obviously you do have your little puppy dog back as well, Milo, which is kind of cool. So at least you're not there alone. Just be careful that he doesn't get under your feet and you end up back in hospital. That is going to be a bit of a bugger, being right in the middle thinking about it. But oh well. Yep, that's what you've been aiming for, isn't it? The 30th of August, so fingers crossed for you, fingers crossed. There we go. Hey there, KW, how you doing, buddy? Hope you had a good weekend. See, now I'm looking at this length of field, I'm kind of thinking, could I have done one big field or not? Probably not, in all honesty, because it did state the length was pretty much hitting the maximum, which is a shame. But yeah, let's have a look at something quickly while we're slowly making our way down here. See, because obviously I've got this little grassy area right here that I could put down the brick factory, for example, rather than having it up over the other side. Beep, 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 brick, 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 brick. There we go. Oh, that one. Now obviously this is a brand new model from in 22, so yeah, Mr. Shy Wizard created it. So this is probably going to be staying the same in all honesty. See, I could even put it right there if I wanted to. Then just pump out brick by brick by brick by brick. See, the other option is we do have this little area in here that could put a couple down and really crank out the bricks. But yeah, I would probably say if anybody hasn't got the brick factory up and running, is maybe sell the one by the vehicle shop and plonk one down over here. Actually, bugger it, I'm going to do it anyway. Like that there, because there's plenty of room. You still have enough there for grass. So there is that. Actually, one thing I am going to do quickly while I'm here. I'll just do a quick headland descend for turning around. There we go. And the nice thing is I actually have a wheel loader there, so I could literally just drop it straight in there if I want to. I do have a silo placed there that was temporary just to store some extra clay, which that can now go once I've got the rest of those the new ones I'm working on sorted out. There we go. Yes. It's fun. I love having multiple tasks to do. There we go. It's more for me rather than you guys, but yeah, the silos. It's a little bit something different. There we go. La 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 la. Yes, it is good. Sorry, I was just wondering whether or not the stream capture was being running is. What GPS am I using? This is enhanced vehicle mod. Crab Sal. The reason I chose this one is it has the option to automatically turn your vehicle if you wanted to. There we go. But generally I tend to try and use this or the base game one. GPS. There we go. But yeah, when you're doing fields like this, it's definitely a nice one to have it set to automatically turn on the field type thing. Because then I can just walk away and it will still keep doing the field. It's nice. But yeah, obviously, one of the things is obviously you do have to pay attention to which number it will be turning to. But you can change it to change which side. So for example, I could put it to -11, which would be on the left side, by doing right control 4, or I can do to right control 6 and I'll put it to the right side. So yeah. But one nice thing is as well, if I come into the menu here, which is right control / on your keypad, I can turn those lines to automatically turn off so we don't actually see them. Isn't that cool? But yeah. This is the only feature actually of the mod I use is the GPS basically. It's got a lot of other things in there that I really don't touch in all honesty, so yeah. But let's see something a minute. But yeah, that will definitely do. So technically, thinking about it, here's another little idea for you guys. So if you do put a brick factory over here, you could actually get a belt system set up to pick up from here and literally drop it straight into the trigger if you wanted to. That's an option. I wonder, ooh, what if I could do that? I'm gonna try that. Let's see, so... Oh, I don't know where belts would be now. Belts. It's been a while. Belt system right there. So, also we're gonna need one for picking up off of the ground, so we'll go with that one. I'm just gonna lease this just to see how it goes. Give you guys some ideas. I do have a little silo there. It's actually probably empty. If not, it could be emptied. We'll grab one of them. And we'll grab one of them. Let me stop that right there a sec. Yeah, I put a little silo there just to store some extra clay. And in all honesty, I really haven't done anything with it. Really haven't done anything else with it, so it could be removed basically. So let's come into here. Oh, right, and so firstly we want to get this guy. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a cheat. We're going to use this so we can take that. We can drop that up here. One. There's that one. It'll save me having to truck it over. We'll use that as well. Just there. Now, see, if you are using these dev controls, by the way, guys, mod, when you want to teleport something, you can do this with pallets, vehicles, anything really. As long as you have in the bottom right hand corner the name of the info basically box popping up saying what it is, come into F12, go to that first general settings menu, and obviously you've got your teleport right here. It should show what is going to be teleported. If you just click on that little tick box right there, and then place wherever you want that piece of equipment to go, that will actually teleport all the way over there. So for example, if I actually come over here, if I jump into my little Volvo here, enter, we're actually going to pull this out of the way. Oh look, everything is right there ready to rock and roll. I will be getting off in about an hour's time there, T Miller. So yeah, I don't even know what's in this thing. Let's have a look. Oh, jeez. Okay, there's a few things in here that need to be removed. Some things have been disputed over. But yeah, 7 PM my time I will be getting off because, yeah, I've got things to do. So, let's see. Let's rotate this around if I can do. Obviously I want to kind of, yeah, there we go. So yeah, we can go straight there. Straight into the middle of the pile. We'll hit activate. There we go. You guys are a little bit too cozy with each other, I think. See, we got a mummy, we have a daddy, and we have a baby. Oh, sorry. Right, I can never remember which end is which with this one. So that is the tip into there. Okay. So this needs to come over here. That's the up and down, that's the up and down, that's the left and right. Ooh, can I... That's that. Trying to figure out things. Let's change that to there. That's the up and down. That's still that. Okay, so I don't think I'll be able to... Oh, there we go. The joys of having a joystick, hey? That was crafty. I've been... One thing is, in 25 with these belts, I have noticed I've had a few issues with extending it out. But actually, I just realised, having the joystick, yeah, I can do it with one touch of a button. I can bring it in and out very easily. There we go. Alright, so let's get that lined up around about there. We'll touch. Dang it. Come on, get back on the ground, get back on the ground, there we go. That's fine, I can get away with that. And what we can do with this dude... Yep, there we go. Just raise that up a bit, don't need it too high. I do know there's another one out there that can automatically pick up without even any additional attachments in there, but I'm going to stick with the base game one for now. There we go, attach that. And hopefully... There we are. We'll just extend that a little bit. That'll work. That works. The middle bit's a little, kind of floating a bit, but that works. There we go. Can I get into you? It's going to be a little bit easier, probably. Now that's the way. Aha, aha. I like it. Aha, aha. I'm not quite sure about the middle section there, in all honesty. No, that's going side to side. Can that not go any higher or lower? Oh, okay. We'll leave it. But yeah, it's working. It is working. So one of the nice things is I can come into here, open up the menu. We're going to activate that. Obviously, I want to set that to distributing, so we'll change that. So that will go over to Barrel Logistics when it's ready. So I do need to get some coal into here and some water. Obviously, I've got water being distributed, so that is fine. This one, on the other hand, oh, didn't even activate it. Get that activated. There we go. Yes, I don't want to lose that product, do I? No, we don't. So, okay, that's fine. But yeah, there we go. There you go, guys. Nice, easy little setup for you guys. Obviously, if I didn't have this silo there, what you could have always done is had it a little bit closer, and pretty much go straight into the sugar. But that will work. It needs a little bit of landscaping around the outside, but overall that isn't too bad. I'm happy with how that turned out. But anyway, I'm going back into my little tractor here and carrying on with planting some long grain rice. Oh, that's fine. I just noticed that the corn dude looks like he is now finished, the corn helper. So get this turned around because we're right at the end here. There we go. Come on, turn. Ah, fudge! I hit the wrong thing. Home there. There we go. Drop that down. So yeah, you can actually set this by doing right control and then on the keypad the star key. You can change it to automatically turn around on the field. So if you look down the bottom here, it just changed. You can change it, do the same key combination again. So right control star. You can change it to stop at the end of the row if you wanted to. Actually, it's set to actually 12 meters to stop, but you can adjust that in the menu. And then obviously you can deactivate it from turning itself. But yes. Well, obviously manually, if you wanted to turn using the enhanced vehicle mod, you can do the right control home button, and that will automatically turn the vehicle around, so you don't have to mess around with things too much. Right, oh yeah, the other hard helper for corn, okay. So over here, oh, it looks like he's actually run out, so let's see, where did I put the seat dude? Oh, you're there. I want to keep you there if I can for the minute. I don't have another one. I think I'm gonna have to invest in the second Homer at some point. Pause you there a sec. Now is it seed or fertilizer he needs? Because I can always go grab a few pallets. It's the fertilizer. Okay, typical. Okay, not a problem. Fertilizer, solid fertilizer, some of that. We'll grab 4 bags. That should be enough for the minute. Actually, while I'm at it, just in case, I will grab some seed as well. There we go. And somewhere on the main farm, I do have a truck with a flatbed. I think he's right there. Yes. And we'll go slap him on there. Hey there, Mr. Jurors. How you doing, buddy? I'm not doing too bad as well. Not too bad. Have you been out fishing today or over the weekend? Obviously, where I am, it's been very windy, let's put it that way. Windy and wet is the best way to put it. There we go. Actually, I wonder. I hate when I get ideas. I'm kind of curious. You went over the weekend but nothing? Yeah, things like that happen unfortunately. It is a pain. Now, do you think that'd be far? Yeah, that could be far too big. I was wondering if that pallet would be, or container should say, would be big enough to just fit on there, but yeah, a little bit too big, I think. Oh, yeah, we're not going to go there. Yes. I would like it at some point to get out fishing again, Mr. Jers, we would. And who knows, may end up popping up to Chesil Beach for some fishing. It would be kind of nice. Right. I don't know, will you allow more on there? No. Okay. Yes, this is one thing I still haven't really properly sorted out, is additional seed and fertilizer transport, should we say, for filling up. Should really do. There we go. Oh, that took a little while to change. Gotta be careful because it's gonna be a little bit top heavy, thinking about it. Thinking about it as well. Can't be tipping over. Nothing about it. Yes. So I'm just having a little look at T Miller's factories there. Try to get an idea of containers to use for them. This is going to be the tricky one. This building here, where it's got the different blue, the different orange and stuff. Obviously, the sign, however. See, I'm kind of looking at the sign, and I'm thinking maybe a black container with that logo on it. Oh, talking about containers. let me. So one of the other things I did as well over the weekend was, if I can find the picture, there it is. I was showing off. Obviously, I've added in. There's also team of theirs, August's Pie products into containers. Now, obviously, on Friday stream, I showed off one of the containers. I redid it over the weekend. I basically removed the white backing that was on the lettering there, and it's now set up with a white container with the red writing, and I really like how it's turned out. Obviously, I messaged over to Timo there as well, and he seemed to agree with me. It does look a lot better with the white, with the red black writing there. So that one is going to be the August Pie factory container for sellable products. So yeah, I'm sure we'll work on some of the other ones. So maybe a black container with that logo on it for the board games. I might work on that one later on today. So, but yeah, once I've done it, I'll run it past the team there first and foremost, and yeah, see how it goes. There we go. Da, 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 da. Hey there, Drifter, over on YouTube. How you doing, buddy? Oh, actually, this is something I keep forgetting to do because I keep forgetting it's in there. But I need to come into actually the decorations. I think it is somewhere here. There they are. Right, this is something I keep forgetting to freaking do. Where's the front there? So I've got. Can we do it? B. Yeah. One. Rotate it a little bit there. There. Kind of just randomly rotating the item. There we go. There's lots of piggies in here, so they need lots of pen huts. There. And some feed. There, there. I think these. Oh yeah, actually, this is water trough, not feed, but it is what it is. Something like there, maybe something over here. That's better. There we go. Looks more like a pig pen now. Cool. So this is what Giants need to add in base game when they add pig pens, for example, to have a flipping a pig hut as well, rather than just the building. Because to be honest, you're not going to have piggies laying in there that often. To be honest, they'll be out here in the field rummaging around. I don't know. I just don't know. I swear they don't think about things at times. Ready, let's get this field finished off. Oh my goodness. Gotta keep an eye out for the choo-choo. But yeah, I still haven't quite decided what I want to do around the Home Depot here. Area, because obviously it's got a huge area right at the front there that's kind of not really being used for anything. Well, now do I just go in and make it so it's just like a big car park? Maybe surround it with a bunch of trees? I have no idea. I have no idea at all at the minute. And typical, it did go with the seeds there straight away. The fishing game's not working again. You are right. Let me shut this down and click and go. I swear, it is having a funny 5 minutes today. This is the second time it's played up. One sec, it's just reloading. Hopefully. Successfully connected with Billy Alpaca 78, that's fine. There we go. It's back. Bleaker thing, I have no idea what's going on with it. It's just having one of those off days, I guess. There we go. Oh, I should have got a lot more. Dang it. And I really cannot be bothered going all the way back to get some more. Oh, let's see. So that's okay. I got a better option. How much is left? 21. See, I just had 4 in there, so that would be 17,000. So 17 pallets. Calculator. So 17 pallets times by 1920 equals 32,640. So let's come into here. We're going to remove that because I don't cheat often. There we go. Can't help it. Go. Dang it, if I realised the capacity on the first side was so big, I would have definitely got a lot more. I do! I have, on the farm, my own seed and fert maker. I just don't have enough vehicles at the minute set up to get them all. I really need to invest in a lot more the homers to be able to fill it up, which I can sort out at some point. See, this is what I'm trying to get sorted out, is the rice at the minute. There we go. Right, so what am I going to need? At least, so I need at least 2 seed, 2 solid fertilizer, don't I? So 3 of each. I never know where the heck they are. So Homer. So we'll grab. Oh, these are one of the colours as well. I could do one for lime. No, I could, but I couldn't. Actually, let's go with a slightly off grey. Select that for the fertilizers. Biggest engine. We'll leave the wheels as they are, maybe. Ooh, some chunky. Whoa, there we go. So we'll buy 1. Buy 2. That colour. And obviously, I want a standard red. That would do for the other seed. Slow thyself down, slow thyself down. There we go. Right. So attachment wise, so I always go with this guy right here. Obviously this can do seeds, solid fertilizer, lime, which is good. So we'll buy 1 more normal red. So that's going to be the other seeds. And it was the light grey, wasn't it? So we'll select that for the 2 solid fertilizers. Oh, did I buy or at least that one? Oops. Oh. We'll do 3. If there's one on the lease, then we can get rid of that one straight away. Now the nice thing is, because obviously Hispano Modding, because they're the ones that converted this over to 25, added in the colour options. We never had this option before. But what's kind of cool is if you wanted, say, to set one up for lime, you could quite easily go in and select it to white. and it's perfect. Obviously, you can put your lime in there. Obviously, like what I've been doing there, I've gone in and added. Well, there's what red ones there for seed. Obviously, you've got these right here. So these are for storing like your potatoes, for example. You could literally have it set to like a brown color for a potato, and you know as soon as you see this attachment, oh, that one's for the potatoes. Grab that type thing. Oh, okay, so that will do potatoes, sugar beets, carrots, parsnips, and the red beets. So that's good. Okay, so it's not just limited to potatoes now. Even better. Even better. Right, let's come into here just quickly. Vehicles. Did I at least want... Yes, I did. I thought as much, so we're going to return you. That's least... I don't think I'm using that, so let's return that. Let's return that. Okay, I need to... I'm going to return that one. I need to get another one to replace that. So that is the 3 belts there, so just the 3 things under. Okay. I think I can cope with that. There we are, look at that. Actually, let's drop that speed down for turning to about 20. There we go. But there we go! Cool! Wee indeed! Oh, how are you guys doing anyway? Oh, you're miles out, miles out. Let's see if I can do any better. I know my last drop on Blinko, I did get it pretty close, if I remember right. It went straight down into where the star area is. This time it's bouncing off here, there and everywhere. Come on. Come into the middle more. Come over. Come over. Ah. Oh. Well, I'm closer than you guys, so that's one thing. Now, obviously, there is a, what's it, minute and a half cooldown, so bear that in mind as well. And let's make sure that that game is still working. There we go. Right, so I don't get that little pop-up message. Oh, it's got a couple anyway. There we go. Super Trooper. Okay, so it looks like the corn dude is still going. Oh, sorghum. Helper. Sorghum. Now I do on this field as well. I don't know if did I get it? Yes, I did. So I did purchase that one as well. So that's kind of cool. So we're gonna create job. Target position from this corner there. Go. So it looks like this corn dude is nearly finished. I'm just going to keep a close eye on that, because once he's finished this little row, he can then go on to the next field and carry on planting. Come on, he's close. There he is. Right then. So corn. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to get in here with a second tractor, and okay, I need to get the fudge monkeys. I need to get them rolled. I hate when that does that. And well done, Rum BBQ. Well done. Let's cancel that a second, because I don't know where the heck he was actually going, because it didn't quite select right. So it's dupe. There we go. You can start going that direction, maybe. Start job on that field. That should be fine. So it's 1, 2, 3. That's good. Yeah. So what I'm kind of I don't know what field to do though. That's a problem. To make it into grass. So obviously, let's see. 96 could quite easily be turned into a grass field, because it's literally across the road from my beef cattle farm. It's 5.8 hectare field, or 2.6 hectares, whatever it is. Yes. I don't know, that'd probably be the easiest option. But it depends on this, what it actually looks like size-wise. Yeah, that's a tiny, tiny little field there. But it could be grass. In all honesty, that would be probably the best option for that, because it's a bit of a tricky little one there. So I don't want to take up too many of these bigger fields if I can. See, I'm kind of looking at this field now, and maybe that might make a nice grass field. It's kind of a weird, awkward shape. Would be better to mow, maybe next year. But yeah, I've got currently this field here still to plant over this end. Also, my grapes and olives right there are up and running, so that's fine. What we've got over here that's now starting to grow. That's planted, that's planted, that's planted, that's planted. That little field there. I see this whole area is going to end up being one big field, I've decided. So I've got this here as well. Okay, he's fine. And it's kind of like, what do I do? It's like a really awkward little spot here. See, I'm kind of thinking, just turn. Now looking at that, once this is harvested, turn this into one big field of grass. That could be an option as well. But yeah, this is all going to be one big field here, combined together. This is going to be a tiny little strip. So yeah, what I could do, look at this, is remove this road here. If that is a road, I'm pretty sure that's a road. I can remove this placeable area and then turn this whole little area into one decent sized field, which could have either a crop or grass in it. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I haven't got a clue. But yeah, this field down here is ready to rock and roll. It needs to be cut at some point. But yeah, there's all this around here, to be honest, that could be cut in a... Oh, heck. So there is other options around the map. And to be honest, I do own them, so... There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of grass around the map, in all honesty, so... Yeah, obviously one of the things I need to do is just set up the mower. Obviously I can drive the mower myself, have somebody behind, either doing the baling, or just picking up the bales, or wrapping them, whatever it might be. And hey, Mr. Jurors53 UK over on YouTube, by the way. Hello, 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 sir. Sorry, I just seen your comment there. I don't know how long you've been hiding there, but hello. Excuse me? See, there it goes again. My blinking cruise control turned itself off. I don't know why. That is weird. Really is weird. But I'm going to be very careful coming along here because I'm pretty sure the pump is right here in the middle. So I may have to do a little bit of navigating around, shall we say, in a minute. But it's fine. It's good. It's good. That's gonna definitely set me up, I think, for next year, or this year, should say, harvest of rice. I know I have been coming up a little bit short these past, what, 7 years with rice. Bank. Yeah, there we go. So that is good. The farm is growing, which is excellent. My bank account is slowly dripping away, which is the downside. There we go. I think I might have to come across a little bit more. Oh no, it's the other side I want. There we go. See, it would have been kind of nice if the pumps were right next to each other, but they decided to put them in awkward spots. There we go. Oh, 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 come on, come on, come on. I did so well on the last field. Why are you misbehaving now? That's probably why. There we go. Gotcha. Oh, one of the things I've been doing over the weekend, I don't know if anybody's watching it, is The Sandman on Netflix. Oh man, season 2. It gets very interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Finally watched the last few episodes of season 2. I really did enjoy it. Really, really did. A little bit sad to be honest, but enjoyed it. Hey, 19 Shays, how you doing, buddy? There we go. Oh, and somebody's got another fishy. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. You're doing good, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, bud. Cool. Yeah, so I'm just going to be going pretty much what I'm doing right now for the most of the evening. Obviously I do have my little bits and pieces to sort out, so let's see. Need to keep an eye out on who is streaming today. I did see that Imperial Gaming, obviously another member of the SGA, is alive out there today. Doing some Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, so I just put up a stream and oh my goodness, he's actually driving a police car. Subs to earn drops. Oh, they must be having a GTA 5 drop something going on today. Interesting. Hey there, Coffee Man. How you doing, buddy? And if you guys are not following Mr. Coffee Man 101, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. Obviously, he has been playing a little bit of PV County for FS19 of late. I'm not sure if he's going to be going over to Uncharted. It'd be interesting to see whether he does or not. So yeah, welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. How you doing, sir? How was the weekend? Just thinking. Let's see. Oh, okay. I need to stop here. I need to go grab one of those homers and get it filled up with fertilizer. I've got one there. It's already by the fields there that has seed in it, so I don't need to worry about that. But it's enter. Oh, good gravy. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, my sorghum dude just ran out of fertilizer as well. Dang it! Oh, fudge monkeys. Look at that pretty unit. That is a very, very nice unit. I like it. Yes, definitely like it. See now, what would be kind of nice in maybe the future for additional attachments to be able to attach to this beast, like maybe a flatbed version, or I don't know. Definitely a flatbed would be quite nice. I don't know if there's one out there. Maybe a hook lift version attachment. There's another cool idea. I'm sure they had that back in, it was either 22 or 19. There was a pack that came out that had like the hook lift that went onto this. And I'm sure there was a flatbed version as well. What map? Oh, what map for you? Obviously, I know you've been playing on PV County for FS19 by Dashnet, but I was kind of wondering, are you also going to be doing Uncharted? I know you were, well, it seemed like you were showing quite some interest in T Miller's PV Uncharted save game yesterday. Obviously, it's nice. I will say it's a nice map. Obviously, the rocky fields and stuff like that. Obviously, the thing that really puts me off, and it's just me really, is all the logging you have to do on those maps. I would prefer maybe more open up areas within the map itself, so it's more of a grassy area as well as forestry areas. I think that's why Alien Gym's No Man's Land appealed to me at the time, obviously back in 19, because it had a fairly good balance. There was a lot of open up areas, but they also had the tree area, forestry areas, stuff like that, and could really create with that one without too much cutting down of stuff. That's also probably one big reason why I haven't really expanded from the vehicle shop area much on that map. Oh, that's terrible. I feel bad. I really do. I feel bad now. It's on Dashnet Trello. If you go to where the FS19 maps are, scroll down. I think it's at the bottom of the list. There should be PV Uncharted there with its own mod pack and assets folder as well. Yeah, so obviously there'll be the map, the assets, and the mod pack. Obviously the mod pack, do not mix it up with PV County or any other map, as they're slightly differently edited, let's put it that way. In addition, for anybody who is playing FS19 PV Uncharted map, you can use the PV Industries map in the same folder as PV Uncharted, because the way when Dave redid the map for the update to add in the rocky fields, he linked a lot of the files to either PV Uncharted map itself or to the assets that comes with PV Uncharted. So yeah, you can have both of those maps in the same folder using that one mod pack. So yeah, no, see, that is up on Dashnet Trello. I liked it. It's a nice size map, but I do not like the red dirt. That is one thing that always puts me off a map, is red dirt. Obviously, where I'm in the UK, I like a brown dirt, is all I can say. Yeah. I know some people like that red dirt type map. With FS22, the Hispano modding containers and racks in Canyon Crossing, I have to mod those XMLs for instance to autoload wheat and flour. It has flour already in the XML type, but won't autoload. So E-Bone. It could be the flour that is loading, the wheat flour, is a different name type, or it's slightly different in the XML. Basically, what Hispano Modding did is took 82 Studio script for the auto loading, or the option that he set up, and because obviously 82 Studios has its own, there's a map that he plays on with specific mods. For some daft reason, rather than setting up to just use the base game categories, he set up his own categories that add in the extra field types. And obviously, one of the big issues is it throws warnings when it goes on to a map without those particular mods. Now, obviously in 22, I did do a little video on my YouTube channel that shows you how to edit it so those containers and the 82 Studios attachment stuff will load into a map, warning and error free, and pick up everything on the map. Yeah, so yeah, if you haven't checked it out, check that out. If you still have issues, let me know, because I do have on my Google Drive the edits that I've done, and I could literally send you the 2 Titan packs, I think it was, that I did. It was one was a Titan pack. Let me see what I've actually got. Yeah, I think it was the standard container Titans and the flat rack Titans I've got, if I remember rightly. Let me just double check. But I also did a edit for the 82 Studios TLX Phoenix. Yeah. So yeah, if you want any of them, let me know, and I can send that over to you. But yeah, just send me a little whisper, because I'll probably be jumping off in a little while. But it should be under my tutorials little playlist over there. Well, at least the coffee factory doesn't need to be changed, thinking about it, because that is a Giants model size, so that's fine. Obviously, the soy milk, that should be okay. The juice factory, that's a Giants model. But yes, this is the sort of thing I think Mr. Dave wants, this sort of size vehicle productions. And Mr. Coffee Man, thank you very much for the 48 bitties, much appreciated, thank you. So yeah, a lot of these factories at some point could potentially be overhauled quite dramatically in size and look. So I know Green Thumb over the weekend obviously meant, and for a while has been saying things like the glue factory, the drywall, the steel factory, the concrete factory are ones that he would like to attack and maybe make a little bit nicer, shall we say. I still think that Sam Adams, that little beast behind that there, could do with being changed quite a bit. In all honesty, in 22 I was saying that I think the buildings look a little bit dated and it does need to be updated, so I'm kind of thinking I might look into doing that one myself. I have actually, like I was saying earlier, I've gone through the Silverrun map, the Asian map in 25, and I have pulled several buildings that I think would suit potential upgrades to some of these productions. There's 1 or 2 actually that we have available that I can show you in just a second. That would make nice productions, I think, in the future, which I'll get to in just a sec. Actually, I'll show them now. So, if we come into here under the production line, so mods like, say for instance, this carpenter. No, it's not mod. This is actually a base game one. But like, for example, this carpentry. That's a nice little building. It could be utilised in a different way, quite easily. Maybe retexture it to have some concrete on the outside, maybe a couple of sails on the side. Could be a whiskey factory, for example, a little moonshine, for example. If I scroll down, the other one I seen was the spinnery. Where are you? That one there. This spinnery right here. Obviously, as soon as I seen this building, I didn't think of a spinnery, in all honesty. I was thinking more maybe like a brewery, for example. So I could see that being turned into maybe a brewery, for example. So rather than having Sam Adams, we could have something like this. Maybe have a little couple of silos or something on the side for unloading into. See, I'm kind of actually now thinking. Obviously, depending on how big of a footprint Dave wants to use, if we had maybe like smaller versions of these silos, you could have them on the side of the building. I think that'd be kind of funky, wouldn't it? So yeah, something to think of and work on for Dave's next 25 map. You used one for... Yes, you had the... Hang on, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. Was it the canning factory, I think it was? Mr. T. Miller, for your board games factory. That was the one that I was kind of thinking for, like, a replacement for Barrow Logistics. Yeah, the canning factory, yeah. Yes. Yeah, that was one I had my eyes on. But saying that, obviously if I went in, maybe tweaked the visuals myself, I could make it a little bit more unique as well. See, I could technically go in, add, say, some silos onto the side of it, really change the look of it, make it a proper logistics storage. Yeah, we could do that. Obviously, that is a option, but there. One additional option was maybe keeping Barrow Logistics. This was also something that me and Green Thumb were talking about. Is keep Barrow Logistics as it is for, say, for the products that go into other factories type storage. So flour, sugar, orchard, stuff like that. Keep that going into Barrow Logistics, for example. Then have a second one set up for converting pallets to containers. That is a potential option as well. And obviously, with watching T. Miller over the weekend on Uncharted, it kind of reminded me that we did have smaller storages. Oh crap! On PV County, in all honesty, if you think about it, that were buildable. And I was kind of thinking, well, what about one of them, for example, as a container converter? That could work. Yes, indeed, Ghost, I am. I'm always in a idea. I like ideas. Yes, I'm always after ideas. But yeah, no, so if you've missed it actually, and obviously I'm guessing Coffee Man may have missed this, so one of the things Mr. Dave said the other day is to get him really back into doing map making for 25 is obviously his big issue is the limitation that he currently has with the editor. So he cannot do 16x maps currently for 25. Obviously it's just not physically possible to do it properly. So obviously we're going to have to downsize on the size of maps that Dave's going to be putting out. Which means these bigger factories going to need to be sized down as well, because technically things like Sam Adams there is more suited for a 16x map than a 4x map, because the footprint is huge, it's taking up a lot of space, and obviously if we were to add in more crops and stuff, we're going to need more fields. So downsizing a lot of the factories is going to be a must, basically. So hence why obviously Green Thumb Farmer and myself are looking into smaller buildings. Obviously Green Thumb's one bonus with Green Thumb, obviously he can go in, create his own factory. So things like the concrete factory, the steel factory, where he can go in and put his own little thing on it. He can literally build it up from nothing. I'm kind of leaving that for him. Obviously I'm going to look into certain buildings within the game itself that we could reuse or repurpose, for example, and go from there. But yeah, there's a lot of actually nice looking buildings, in all honesty, in this game right now that could technically be maybe retextured and repurposed for doing different jobs than what they are right now. Obviously, like I was just showing there, there's obviously the spinnery, the carpenter, that are placeables could technically be reworked into something else. Obviously, if we come along here, for example, obviously FS22, T Miller did the silk factory. Obviously, it's the soya silk milk factory. Obviously, that was originally a dairy. So, and it's a Giants one off of the Elm Creek map. Obviously, if I carry on here, obviously this right here was a building in 22. I can't remember right now what it was originally. I think this was this a dairy as well or something? I can't remember. But yeah, obviously that was repurposed. Obviously a little tweak here, a little tweak there, visually, and it's now a coffee factory. Obviously you got Boomhauer's one, which is like 20 times the size, but yeah. But yeah, just going along. So this building right here, for example, we could go through quite easily, change the textures on it, make it into something completely different. This right here was the dairy that was off of the Asian map. Obviously it's a juice factory now. Obviously I went in, changed the textures, made it my own. Same with this. This was this cereal factory in 22. Obviously Dave took it, retextured it, made it into a vinegar factory. So yeah, there is other options out there. So actually thinking about it, oh, was it the Hot Belleron map in 22 had a dairy on it, and it had like a big cheese on the front of the building. That would be kind of a nice one. See, I could see that, for example, maybe replacing Borden Dairy as a medium-sized factory. So yeah, they're trying to find the right models, and obviously the other big thing is obviously, will Dave want them buildable? Doesn't he? Will we be able to get it to work with Revamp when that comes out? Won't it be? But I think if Revamp has 90% of what was in it in 22 coming into 25, it should be fine. So yeah, you've sent me a Discord a message, I guess. Okay. Oh, another thing as well. Oh heck, there's carpenters. Oh jeebus. See, it's a good sized building. This could quite easily be retextured into something completely else. I'm blaming the palette for that one, by the way, guys. Yeah, obviously you got the carpenters right there. It's a good sized building. Quite easily be retextured and turned into something completely else. So yeah, they're with the right mind and the right vision, you'd be surprised what you can do. Just look at T Miller's factories as well, thinking about it. Obviously all of his have started out in some other way. Obviously he's gone in, he's retextured them, he's repurposed them, and put his own little mark on them. And yeah, they're very unique factories for sure. I still want to replace the brewery. Not the brewery, the whiskey factory. I really don't like it. The Sam, the not Sam Adams, what you call it, Popcorn Suttons. The building itself is nice. It's the truck out the front. I really do not like the look of it. It just doesn't marry in with the building itself. I never liked it in 19. I never liked it in 22. In all honesty, yeah. But just have not as yet gone in and done anything. You follow the tutorial work. Oh, good. Glad to hear it, Ebone. Cool, cool. But yeah, the same process can be done with like the 82 Studios attachments and stuff as well. To be honest, because they do the same thing. They give the same warnings. And yeah, it just makes life that little bit easier. There we go. You should be good to go. But you're very, very welcome. That's all for point I did those videos. But yeah, obviously one of the things is, if anybody wasn't aware, is those videos are linked onto my Trello as well. There we go. But that is cool. Let me just see what Mr. Coffeeman was messaging me before we jump off. I'm going to get back into this dude right here. Get you going again. Because he did turn himself off briefly. In case I need to say anything here. Let's see, Discord. I haven't even got Discord open. Let's open up in my browser. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's see. Yes, Coffee Man. Mr. Dajna is working on a 16x map for 22. He was actually showing it off at the beginning of his stream on Saturday. Its name currently, if anybody did miss it, is Gulf of Pleasant Valley, I believe, is the name. Currently, it's still being worked on, I think. But it's primarily, obviously, a 16x map within the waterway area. There's going to be, I think, for what I remember I'm saying, is there's going to be kind of like 2 main landmass areas, or like little islands where you have to do the mining, for example. Obviously, within the water area, you're going to have what you call them, oil derricks, oil platforms, where you have to either build them or at least own them and get your crude oil from there. And then there's going to be like a main part for like your farming and stuff like that. So yeah, if you missed it, maybe go back to Dajnet's stream. I'm pretty sure it was the beginning of his one from Saturday. Obviously you get to see it there. But yeah, that is obviously going to be 22. The nice thing is there's a lot of features that he wants there that he can still work on and manipulate, and obviously he's got ideas that he can still try and work on and get into the game. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, he also mentioned yesterday in another stream of potentially turning the Silver Run map from Giants into a 4X, which would be kind of cool. So yeah, if you like the No Man's style map, that might be a nice one for you guys for 25. Depending on how he sets up that the area. That's the thing around the main part, because I know he could technically set up so the lower section of the map could be where the water is, have things in there where you have to find crude oil, for example, or fishing, whatever. And then like the rest of the map where it's on land, he could literally set that up in any way he wants, whether it's just a lot of trees, either just dotted around with trees, and have it, I don't know, like a No Man's style map, or even have it set up with fields if you really wanted to. So yes, not a clue, to be honest, how that might turn out, but yeah, definitely go over, check out at least the first half hour of Dajnet's map from Saturday, and you'll see the progress that he's got over there. He's kind of got it set up the mining area, from the looks of it, in not the mining, the forestry area, on different platforms or plateaus. You say, not platforms, plateaus. It's kind of an interesting idea. Let's put it that way. But anyway, guys, it is unfortunately my time to get off. I've actually gone over just a fraction. But yeah, Mamadou's not doing so good. She's having frame rate drops, and yeah, not good with her internet. So while I carry on doing this, I am going to need to find someone to raid out to today. And I have no idea who is out there. I'm hoping T-Miller is. Oh, yep, there he is. Super Trooper. So he is back on PV Uncharted for FS19, which is great. But yeah, I'm just going to be carry on. I'll get the rest of these done today. I guess Wednesday I'm probably going to be doing the other rice fields, unless I can get it done tomorrow. But yeah, I'm going to be focusing a lot on getting these fields at least finished off planted anyway. So let me pause that there so I don't crash into anything. And we'll get on over to the ending screen. So yeah, get those last casts in because it's gone. Obviously, it's still playing, so don't worry. I still hear it going off in the background here. Obviously, the Plinko is now done for the minute. But yes, we are going to go see Mr. T. Miller, 63. So for you guys over on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Obviously, I'll be back on Wednesday, same time, same place. So have a great rest of your day. And I will see you again very, very soon. Bye for now.